marketing, social media. If you're a small business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, one man, two man show, should you be doing your own social media? Well, I have to say, I believe the answer is yes. I know some people think that they're too busy, it's really not going to be worth their time, it's unproductive. And part of why they feel that way is they've abandoned or they've delegated their current social media activity. And of course it's a waste of time because they're not getting any results. But let's just kind of go through this a little bit. What is social media? To me, it's the heartbeat. It's the pulse of telling you what's going on in the marketplace. So that's number one. You should do your own social media just so you have a feel for what's going on. Now here's number two, and this is a biggie. When you have people you've done business with in the past, or you're currently doing business with, or maybe you met a long time ago, maybe they made you a ton of money, maybe you made them a ton of money, maybe you just met, but you knew there was a possibility you could do business with them. When they're commenting on your post, or they're finding you, or they're liking something that you've put up, your person that you've delegated this to doesn't know who they are. So instead of being a responsive and connecting type of response to them, they're actually treated like anyone else. And I think that's counterproductive. It's almost worse not to even do social media than to have someone doing it for you that's going to turn people off or get people thinking, oh, they don't care about me. Because here's the reality. This third-party person is pretending to be you. It's almost like passing someone at a store and you're not even acknowledging they exist. So part of the whole purpose of social media is to connect with this warm audience. Yes, you want to go after the cold audience, but even more important, it's the warm audience. Being able to drive your customers and clients to your social media page, being able for people to find you and recognize you. So everything related to having a business, it's so important that you have that pulse and that connection with the people that are finding you. Number three, it educates you on what's working and not working. When you post something and it's a dud, and someone else posts something and it's a home run, you get to be educated by that. Now, yes, a third-party person can help figure that out. Now, again, if it's part of your team, that's a little different. But if it's an outside social media resource, it's unlikely they're really going to connect the dots. Now, here's something. If it's working online, if it's working through social media, it's going to work offline. It's going to work on your blog as well. It's going to work in your newsletters. It's going to work in your advertising. It all connects. It's all interrelated. So again, the more you can have a feel for it, the more you can have a pulse for it, the better it is. Number four, it's going to give you ideas. The light bulb will go off. If you're a student, if you're studying, you will start connecting ideas. It might be outside your business. It might be someone not related to anything you're doing at all does. And you say, okay, that got me to respond. That worked for me. Not only worked for me, it worked for all these other people. So again, it's going to help you get better ideas and connect the dots as far as what's working and what's not working. And then lastly, I'm going to say, when you're doing it personally, you can be reciprocal. I think it's counterproductive as well to just post social media but not be on the other side of it. If you're only putting stuff out there and wanting everyone to comment and like your stuff, but you never comment, you never like anyone else's stuff, again, it can turn people off. I know for a fact it has with me. I like the people who like my stuff. I comment on the people that comment on my stuff. Now again, I'm not that petty, but there are some people that I've had a long-standing relationship with that I've actually helped and I've done a lot of things for, that I love some of their stuff and I'll comment on it, like it, and they never comment or like mine. Well, here's the reality. Either they're not doing it themselves, or number two, they just don't even look at what anyone else posts. They're only interested in what they post. So, whether you post your own stuff or not, make sure you're being reciprocal. But again, if you're trying to delegate it out, it becomes impossible to be reciprocal. Yeah, you can tell someone go like all this stuff, but they might be liking the wrong stuff, and definitely not liking the people and making comments on the people that again might be the ones that are the most important. Might be a prospect, might be a client, might be someone that spent a lot of money with you many years ago. So again, I think it's important that you own this piece of your business. Now, again, if you have time constraints, maybe you say it's 10 minutes a day. Maybe you say it's 10 minutes every 2 days. Some people it's 2 hours every day, and that might be way too much. But just take some time, budget your time. You don't have to be every day, but try and be at least every other day. The more consistent, the more often, the better. But use it instead of TV time. Do 5 minutes here, do 5 minutes there. Uh, Take a little time in the evening to do it. It will be a business builder for you. And like I say, the key to this whole post today is make sure you're not delegating it to third party people that have no clue about the pulse of your business and where it actually can be a counterproductive activity.